Today's video is things that I wish I could tell my younger self. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Emma and this is my family channel. We share family lifestyle vlogs and videos, and I hope you are doing really well. I really hope you are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about things I wish I could tell my younger self, like in my 20s, things that I could have done differently if I have the supernatural power to go back in time. What brought this video idea is that I've been reflecting lately. I've been being in my feelings lately, trying to figure things out, trying to think, I've just been in this roller coaster of, thinking about my life in general. So this brought the idea of this video. So without due hesitation, let's just jump in. Number one thing that I wish I could tell myself is to save my money. Like, guys, this is so important. The way I spent money when I was in my 20s, when I was younger, that was crazy. I wish I could go back and save my money. I wish I wouldn't have invested my money on the things that I did, such as buying clothes, buying bags, trying to dress up to impress that people that you may not even see tomorrow. I am that girl that every occasion requires a different outfit, different handbag, different expenses. I am that person that I didn't have value for my money when I was younger. If I could go back in time, I'll save my money. I will use all this money to invest. And the funny part is that what I used to justify myself is that I'll tell myself that shopping is therapeutic to you. So I use that as an excuse. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, overworked, upset, stressed, I'll shop. There are times in my life that there's always a delivery. There's always something coming in. And the funny thing is that most of these things, I don't even get to open them. Some of them, I just buy them just for the buying sake. Years back, I used to have clothes on tag that have lasted a year in my wardrobe, not one. They still have the tags on. And the funny thing is that I don't even know how to sell those things then. I'll just give them away. Silly. But yeah, if I have to go back to my younger self, I will use all those money to invest. I will invest in stock fund or anything. I will save it to come up to a point whereby I can use them and invest in a property or anything. I could use them for anything. This is something I always wish. Every time I always wish that I knew what I know now. I would have lived my life in terms of my financial aspect of my life differently. But it's fine. It's all lesson learned. No regret. None of the things that I'm listing in this video is a regret. It's just the lessons that I've learned. Of course, I will not take the time back, but I could use them to work towards my future and make better choices in future. So number two thing that I wish I could go back and tell my younger self is forgive myself. I think I'm just my self-worst enemy. I am somebody that I can't forgive myself for any mistake at all. Regardless of how small, regardless of how big, I find it so hard to forgive myself. I am the most critical person, not towards others, but towards myself. I can criticize myself negatively. I can literally want to feel pain because I feel like I deserve it, because I made certain mistakes. It's easier for me to forgive other people than to forgive myself. That is how sad it is. If I have to go back, I will tell myself to just forgive yourself. You're a human being. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to. Life is just for living. No one is born perfect. So I would have forgiven every blunders, every mistakes, every wrong choices that I've made. I would have just forgive myself, go to bed, waking up with a different mindset. Number three is to be spontaneous. Growing up, I was never spontaneous. I have to always make sure that things are planned before I could do things. I cannot just turn up spontaneously. You cannot just, I was just too grounded. I was too rigid with my life. I was too specific. Like, thank goodness my husband is just the opposite of me. I started losing up since I met David. David is just the most spontaneous human being I've ever met. David could wake up today and said, babe, pack your bag, we're going away. That can give me anxiety. Like, literally, I get anxious with my husband. My husband can get up today and say, let's go shopping. And I'm like, just like that? How can we just go shopping just like that? We didn't plan it. He doesn't care. So living with my husband has taught me to just live a life a little, like loosen up, like be spontaneous, go things on plan, go on vacations on plan, you know, go out on plan. You don't need to plan all your life, you know. It's good to plan, but just be spontaneous in little things in life. It makes life more fun. So if I have to go back to my younger self, I would have been more free with my lifestyle then, rather than planning what to wear, planning hairstyle. I can't just get up and dress up. I have to plan towards getting up and dressing up. Come on. So I would have changed that. I wouldn't have been so rigid. I would have been a little spontaneous. Another thing is for me to work hard. What I would tell my younger self is work hard. I'm not saying kill yourself. No, I would tell my younger self to work hard. Like, get your priorities straight. Like, there is no negotiation. I would have, like, this is genuinely means a lot to me. If I have to go back, I would have chosen the right career just right at the very start. I wouldn't have wanted to jump around and play around and explore and experiment. It was fun, but I would have been very precise. I would have been very intentional with my career choice, so that in my 30s now, I would have been very solid. Like, I would have been very, very comfortable in my career path, rather than trying to change career in my 30s. I hope you get what I mean. So, but again, that is being young. In younger age, you just go degree and do whatever. You go university, you read any degree available, you do whatever you want, You think you have all the time in life, not knowing that once you get 30s, children will start popping in, husband, your responsibility will start coming up. You wouldn't have time, you know, you going back to study has to be extra sacrifice. I have enjoyed different experiences of careers in my life, but I didn't think outside the box during my years of universities and times that I was choosing career at early age. I was just going based on what I was passionate, what I was feeling. I wasn't actually thinking ahead. Would I love this career when I start having kids? Will I love this career if I want to do something else, if I want to become an entrepreneur? Would this career be flexible enough for me to do that? I didn't have all these questions. I didn't have all these things to consider. I didn't have the idea. Like I said, we are young ones. So, but again, yes, if you're a young person watching this is the most important one. Just make sure that every plan you're making now is towards your future. Because once that future comes, there are other things that you may want to focus on then, rather than still choosing a career. Life will be a lot easier if you have it all sorted out now. I hope I make sense. So thank you. So let's move on. Another thing that I wish I would tell my younger self is that you can never pray too much. Anything you do for God can never be too much. And in your young age, when your kids, your husband and all the rest of them have not come into picture, that is when you have time to really serve God. In my young age, I try everything I can to make sure that I dedicate time to study the scripture, to give my service, to do everything I needed to do to build my relationship with God. But if I knew that my time would be so, now as a mom, as a wife, as a career person and everything in between, if I knew that my life would be so busy right now, I would have done so much more then. Like, I would have been out, doing things like winning souls, like outreaching, doing so many things as a free girl. All those times that I would sit down and watch TV and do silly talk and gossip, I would have used it and go out there and win so much souls for the kingdom of God. So, and pray, like every prayer manifest in future. You can never pray enough. Like at your young age, start then praying for the kind of man you really want. Start praying for the kind of children you really want. Many of those prayers do manifest in later life. So now if I have to go back to my younger self, I'll tell myself to get up more, do the things of God, let people know there is God. If you're young watching this, just think about it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So let's move on. So if I have to go back to my younger self, I wouldn't have wasted time around negative people, manipulative people, people that only want to use you, people that are in a friendship just for the benefit that they will get from you. I wouldn't have invested time in it. And the funny thing is that then I see all those red flags, but it's just that I always have I always give people benefit of the doubt. I always make excuses for people negative behavior. You see that will give excuses, or they're not themselves today, or that it doesn't mean any, making stupid excuses for people when I can see quite sure and clearly that they are not being nice. I would not have time for any nonsense. No nonsense. Once I see any sign, I'm out. That's it. Like, I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my circles. I have to protect my mental well-being. Another thing I wish I could tell my younger self is just be patient. Patient, patient, patient. This girl is not a patient girl. Like, I am that girl that will jump from one thing to the next tomorrow without thinking how much I've invested in this one, but I want to leave it and jump to the next. When I was younger, I can juggle so many things. I was just busy. Like, I'm busy. I'm always busy. Busy doing what? Like, busy doing so much, but so much not even manifesting. I'll have to tell my younger self to calm down. Good things takes time. Like, you need to chill. Just put in the hard work and let it manifest. Like, when you plant a seed today, you need to give it time. You need to water it. Having kids taught me to be patient, and is a very good quality. When you are patient, you can achieve so much. A lot can happen for you when you're patient. So I would go back and tell younger Emma, just chill. Just be patient. Just wait. There's waiting time. I want to work hard, but not killing myself. This life, I can't kill myself. I'm just joking. So that is it, and I hope I covered it all. That comes to the end of this video, and I hope you can reflect on yourself and your past, your present, and what are the things you wish you could tell your younger self. Your younger self I'm talking about could be just your yesterday self, it could be your last year self, it could be your teenage self, your 20s self. What can you do differently? What would you wish that you would have done differently? And what would you tell your younger self? I will look forward to read your amazing comments. Feel free to tell me what you would tell your younger self. And thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. If you have stayed to this end, I really love you, and thanks for your support. Thank you, and God bless you. And before I go, please, can you kindly subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet? Put the notification bell on so you get to know when I put on a new video. Please, I do need your support in this early stage in my YouTube, and I do really appreciate you so far, and I'll even appreciate you more in future. Thank you. Subscribe, like, comment, and even share if you want to. So God bless you, and just always know I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
I can't keep myself.